You have to finish that right now. There we go.
Oh.
There we go. Like half an ice cream. Yeah, that's amazing. That is showmanship. It's professionality. It's
Oh, my teeth.
very, very cold. If any of you missed that, Sam has an ice cream that was half finished.
My teeth.
Hit stars on the stream.
Oh.
Just down in one. Beautiful, amazing.
Oh, hell yeah. From the north, reaching out across the world, you're watching the Kofi and Sam channel.
Yes, you are.
This is Kofi.
That one's Sam.
And if you're here, then you are welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome along to the stream.
Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, back playing
I'm glad
Control.
you were here to witness that.
Hey, Arbitrarily Selected has noticed your John Le Carre reference.
Thank you. I knew someone would.
Someone who I definitely didn't confuse for Louis de Bernier.
A thing that actually happened just now. But you see, we've called this this episode Control, Smiley's People, because I have a hope that someone is, at some point, who is a fan of, John Le Carre's works, or perhaps, television adaptations of John Le Carre's work, is going to be looking for a clip from the serial Smiley's People and is going to type in Control Smiley's People and get this episode of a stream. So welcome to that person, and sorry. But hey, you got to see Sam eat half an ice cream.
Whereas I would be searching for John Le Carre, trying to find Nicolas Cage in Captain Corelli's Mandolin.
A real thing that Sam said.
Obviously. Huge shout out to Dragon Master Shi finishing up high school. Also, terrifying. Don't want to think about your age at all. We broke ethically sourced horse Yowie's
That was 2 weeks ago.
Last stream.
I don't think we did that. I don't think we can be. We can be held responsible for that.
I feel like. I feel like you can't pin us down to anything. Hey, yeah, we're back playing Control. Would you like to give an update on the story so far?
Well, we were just discussing what the story so far is, and I think someone in chat was actually saying, like, I've had a good go, but I can't get my head around it. So the story so far is really just, we walked in looking for what's happened to our brother, like an embarrassingly, it's taken us a long time to bother to do this because our brother disappeared back when we were kids. But anyway, we met Dracula, the janitor, and he said, interview to be my assistant, and somehow we're the director of the entire department of Control, which is basically just a government department for spooky things. And since then, just everything's sure been spooky. There is a plot, things are happening, but they're mostly just things that I feel like you let wash over you, and then you go, oh yeah, that was weird.
Huh.
Like Twin Peaks, right? What?
Yeah.
I know in Twin Peaks they're normally investigating a murder, but mostly just weird things happen, and then the show's over. And you go,
weird things happen, and then the show's over.
And then weird things happen, and the show doesn't get its third season. And then weird decades happen, and the show does get a third season.
What about the plant attracted them?
The power plant is largely confidential. No use guessing the hiss's motives if we don't even know what kind of energy.
Oh yeah, so the hiss are the threat, but they're not the thing making the weirdness happen. Like, it's just weird. I think just on a baseline day when things were going right in this place, they would still be weird.
Right, we are up to level 3 on clearance.
Yeah.
So we're the CEO, but
we've
we
been
don't
borrowing
have
other people's access privileges. Yeah.
I think I've managed to switch which shoulder I'm looking over in.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know what button I did to do that.
Did you click a
It
stick
feels wrong. So, you know, just
It does
gonna
feel
have to.
counterintuitive.
Oh,
Is this a clicky stick thing?
right?
'Cause I
Yeah,
know in
this was
Uncharted.
where.
Oh yeah, this is Portal. The start of Portal.
This was. Yeah, we went.
That's
and explored
gotta be
this.
a reference to Portal.
Oh
It feels
God,
so much
no,
like a
no!
reference
They
to
dragged
Portal.
Lost out so long. They can't do that with Lost as well.
How long did Lost go on for?
I want to say about 17 million years. Like, so much longer than it should have. It went on for like 7 series or something. And it had lost any following by the 5th.
Did J.J. Abrams actually stick with it all the way to the end, or was he just like, "Hey, have fun figuring this out"?
No, I don't think
bye."
so. Not at all. I genuinely don't think so.
I
Hey.
mean, say what you like about how terrible The Rise of Skywalker is, and my God, have I said that. But at least he didn't finish it. Even if he finished it with one of the worst films I've ever seen that didn't connect with anything else.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Right, we got a dash.
We have got a
dash.
dash.
That's important.
But
to
when are we getting a
remember.
double jump?
I heard someone's very suspicious voice.
Oh, flying
Hello.
guys. Wow.
Huh. Oh God, I forgot how much fun that is.
Yeah, no, George Smiley never had to do that. So they're all wearing hard hats? Are you fighting the people you were helping last time? Are those... Oh, whoa.
Oh, someone.
What hit you? Did someone
I think
point a
they've got
torch at you?
sniper rifles.
Okay.
I think they've got sniper
Just looked
rifles.
like they had torches.
So that's good to know. We got anything
I'm
interesting
not about a plant
happening
complaint.
there? Oh,
We just have to know what they're complaining about.
one sec.
Okay.
Where was it?
Correspondence,
Where was it?
plants
Oh,
complaints.
Oh.
There we go.
Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants seem to like it. Maybe you could just switch it up a bit. I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted, and people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into.
Just imagine Dracula singing tango music to some carnivorous plants. Oh yeah, something that happened. So we fixed something that was going wrong down in Dracula's boiler
Domain.
room, engine room, domain type thing. And then he acted like he'd done us a favor. It was really weird because he was definitely asking for our help. And then we helped him and he was like, "Ah, you owe me one now."
No, I think he helped us do what we wanted to do. Well, that's not ideal.
Good hit. You know, it's amazing how much better you are at picking random stuff and throwing things at enemies compared to Cal Kestis in a game that should be all about that.
Yeah, I feel like Cal never made it very easy to do this. Huh.
And in fairness, he had a very finite meter for that before you had to go rest, right? But do you know what he did have that you don't so far? Double jump.
That's true. We don't have a double jump. And
But, you know, the day's not over yet. You could have a double jump. You just have to believe.
Right. Can you guys stop hiding?
Whoa. You got this. Yes.
Got you with the plastic chair. Like that's gotta feel embarrassing.
That's the last of them.
Okay, we got something there. But I don't know what. We learnt about the hiss snipers, which
There we
is
go.
good to know. And okay. No, sorry, you're gonna have to speak up a bit. Nah, didn't quite get that. Maybe if you stop mumbling, people would understand you a bit better. Well, probably can't go that way.
Ali has given us a heads up because it has affected their own streaming earlier. Is that Twitch has been a tiny bit unstable lately and unreliable, and sometimes disconnects things. So, if we suddenly disconnect, it's might be because of that rather than because we hate you or anything.
But then again, might
But then
just
again,
have
you know, like
slammed down the. Ooh, wait.
I mean, if we disconnect, it might be because of the giant red kill switch that you've had installed for everything on your desk.
It's
Because
not everything on my desk. It's just.
I mean, it's really cool, and I know you had fun making it. It seems like a risk, you know, that we might just accidentally power down your computer whilst we're streaming.
I mean, you know.
But now that I'm not sitting next to it, that's very unlikely to happen.
It's very hard to press by accident. I will say. Now, deliberately, as a bit, can't guarantee anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Arbitrary Selected says, hiss snipers like those snake cannons disguised as peanut tubes. To which I say, peanuts come in tubes where you're from? My peanuts come in bags.
tubes.
Yeah.
No, like a I know this one from The Simpsons. Thresholds have always been sources of great inspiration and a great challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house by... we never know what new discoveries it will provide to the Bureau, but we must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing them. Blah, 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 blah. Fair enough. Oh. This is a bit weird.
Oh. Is that heather?
It does look like heather.
I do like a bit of heather. We were at the garden centre earlier today, and we thought about getting some heather, but all the heather they had out was crispy. It's been a hot day today.
It has been a very hot day.
It's been a hot few days, and well, all of their heather had gone crispy, and you don't want crispy heather.
I think I used to work with crispy heather.
Wow.
This is a lot of people being killed despite having the anti-hiss things on.
I think what surprises me is that all the people you're fighting are, they're trained agents, and you just walked in off the street and picked up a gun. You're so much better than them.
We don't know for sure that that's not also what happened to them.
And I know it's a special gun and everything, but still. This seems like a bad way to get around.
Okay, then.
Do you have a little hover thing to break your fall?
That was me dashing just to...
Oh, okay, to kill them.
Now.
I hate it when you're trying to find the gents and there's like cacti in the loose.
I hate it when I'm trying to piss and the whole place gets overtaken by coral or whatever the fuck this is. It does look quite underwatery.
Yeah. And yet it's still heather.
It's still heather.
It's just spiky.
Yeah, I'm actually now imagining that no one here chose to work.
They just walked in.
They
off the
just
street
sort of walked in
looking
and
for a long lost sibling. And someone gave them a gun and told them to hold the line. And they've been here 40 years.
I don't think we've got clearance for, do we? No.
No, we're gonna have to go nag someone who actually works here. I just want to know what the pay package is like.
That's a very good
and
point.
What are the hours?
Yeah. Like, do you do... Oh, this is one of those things for plugging into somewhere.
A battery.
Yeah. Oh, that got the lift working.
Oh, so you can leave. Why did you send the lift away without you?
Because I've been up there.
Okay, but now you can't go up there even if you want to go back up there because there's no lift.
Okay, I've been playing games where you have to unlock
Dark Souls, yeah.
Where you have to like
send
unlock
the lift back.
the lift.
Yeah. Send the lift back so your run back's shorter.
And
yeah, I can see that becoming muscle memory.
yeah. I've explored everywhere here, haven't I?
Oh, I started a new playthrough of Dark Souls.
Oh,
so,
did you?
I have always tended to be either either something that is quite high dex,
You cheeky bastard.
or use the claymore.
Oh yeah.
But this is the first time round I've gone for heavy armor. And,
interesting.
The Zweihander. Which
Very
I know is
nice.
quite a popular archetype, but I've never tried it. But it's amazing
Are you
how
having fun?
Yeah, it's amazing how even with I've just got to Blightown. It's amazing how even with the minimal required strength stats to hand it and a little bit of investment of Titanite into upgrading it, it just becomes a button to. It's very slow to swing, but if it hits, it just deletes an enemy every time you swing it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
just the
that's
way it's
really fun about the big swords.
the way it got through the gaping dragon was just like,
Oh
wow,
yeah.
like. Or actually, the really impressive thing was Capra Demon.
Oh yeah.
Because I was wearing the Stone Giant armor. So really, the problem with the Capra Demon is, in my experience, the thing that kills me is not necessarily the damage that he does, but the fact that it always breaks your poise at that point in the game. But as long as you've got enough armor on that you don't
Yeah.
really need to roll,
It
if
doesn't
he's
matter
not
too
breaking
much.
your poise, you can just
sort of
smack him.
Having heavy armor is really good for some things in there. Yeah.
But usually for me, like the Capra Demon fight is like a panicked chase around that tiny little cramped room, running up the stairs and dropping down, like trying to kite the dogs around. And this was just like walk up to them and hit them with the sword. Oh. I am sure that Blighttown will be horrible though, because all the poison in the world does not stop you from getting flinched by fire or poison.
Anyway, that's true.
Auditory Experience 84C, Poets of the Fall, My Dark Disquiet. Answer questions within 2 minutes of listening. Did the song elicit any particular memories? If so, elaborate. Did you at any point feel a strong emotion? If so, what emotion? Did a clear image of a weapon appear in your minds during the song? If so, elaborate.
Yeah, it was a Zweihander.
Provide a detailed description of your current surroundings as you see them. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices where no one is present? If so, what did they say? Do you hear them now? Please choose one from each of the following pairs, 1 or 2, A or B, day or night, apple or orange, burnout or fade away, Neil Young style.
Huh.
What was that? That was just a brrr.
That was my legs trying to sort of
Work out where they were in 3D space. Yeah. I think we can all relate to that. Sometimes my legs aren't sure where they are in 3D space. You don't need to destroy a chair about it, though. Oh, wow. Do you know when you stand next to that massive speaker, you look even more like Marty McFly?
Hey Chuck, listen to this.
Oh yeah, Back to the Future, the musical's coming here
Oh, is it?
to Edinburgh.
I feel like we should just be constantly pressing this button.
Help. I think we are the help is the problem. Right?
I don't know if you're.
We do seem to be the contingency plan for this place. Is if they're in trouble, they'll get a random person off the streets to come take charge.
I don't know. If you're asking for help, you
Whoa.
don't really expect the CEO to come.
You might expect a new CEO to be appointed, though, if you're really in trouble.
Oh. What's going on?
Whoa! Rocket launcher. Is that? Oh, I think it must have been a grenade. Oh yeah, that's a grenade launcher. Wow, he
He can,
takes a lot of shots to the knee.
he can take a beating.
Don't forget you've got your shotgun protection as well.
Yes. I absolutely do, and I have entirely forgotten how to use that or activate it. Oh, I thought that was gonna clear this up.
No, there's more to do. Whoa. That was an actual hiss. Whoa. Okay. Oh man, it's someone with a flying desk chair.
I'm glad they're at least making it more efficient to get around, as well as just sort of levitating people, to be honest.
He's dead. Oh. There's still more by the sounds of it. I mean, so arbitrarily selected is saying they would quite like a flying desk chair, and that it might get in the way of them actually doing any work, but it would be fun. I think the amount of fun it would be is directly proportional to how much space you've got to work with and the height of the ceiling.
Yeah, I
You know,
feel
like in a big open plan
Yeah.
place maybe, but in like cramped environments, like, you know, like... There's a desk chair in my studio at home, and I would not want that to be flying.
Yeah,
You know?
no, I feel like a lot, most indoor places, like, unless it's here, like...
Yeah, they've got a fucking giant fir trees in here. It's... Are those redwoods?
Those might be redwoods.
I know they've been here for several minutes and we've not really remarked on them, but like they've got redwoods just
That's
where they
big
work.
trees.
That's big trees.
That's big trees.
Now, arbitrarily selected, you say that no one could steal your chair if it was floating. And I would say it'd be easier to steal your chair because there would be less weight involved with dragging it off somewhere.
Yeah, they really wouldn't.
And
have
also,
to
way more people want to steal your chair because your chair
carry
flies. And that's rad. Who wouldn't want to steal that chair?
Okay. Okay. So.
Is that the scientific name for redwood? Sakia Sakia? As in its hips don't lie?
I think that's a giant sequoia. I don't actually know whether all redwoods are giant sequoias. So I guess... Oh, I don't like these ones that heal themselves. These are...
Oh, you better shoot them then.
a bit unhelpful, to be honest.
There's something ever so slightly upsetting and unsettling about the way, you know, when you extinguish their lives, you can see their soul leave as dissolving patterns of oil-like smoke that slightly warp reality for a second.
Oh!
Nah, you got this. You're fine.
Fuck.
Ah, nearly.
Oh, there was reckoning that the orb was healing them. So once I took out the orb, they stopped healing, which may well be. I should go for the orb first.
Is that why the Cardassians wanted them so much? That's a DS9 joke for you.
Yeah,
You know how
just
the Cardassians really wanted the orbs.
in
The orbs of the prophets, which weren't orb-shaped, by the way. Did you ever
entirely forgotten what orbs
Oh,
the
so there's...
Cardassians wanted.
Yeah, so the various, like, Vedics and Kais have these orbs which were relics from the wormhole before they knew it was a wormhole. But they are glowing, they're glowing blue things that are kept in little cabinets that send visions from the prophets. But they're not orb-shaped, they are hourglass-shaped. But they are they're consistently called orbs.
Huh.
That's how they know that Sisko's the emissary.
Because he's an orb?
No, because the orb told the Kai.
Oh.
And it also spoke to Sisko, and the orbs don't like speaking to randoms.
I feel like I went back entirely to the beginning of this section, which is... But I might be wrong.
Like
there.
as in everything you've played for the last 10 minutes or so?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You know. I guess, let me go in here, because if I've collected the thing in here...
Yeah, good call.
No.
Yeah, you're fine.
So
You're fine. Don't panic. Like, everything is... In quite a brutalist architectural concretey way, everything's quite beautiful, and then they have these
This is
really
a-
shitty plastic yellow and green chairs.
Yeah, it's fascinating that they're still running like an office cafeteria that is noticeably an office cafeteria, and not like...
Because, like, I get, like, this style isn't necessarily for everyone, but, like, there is something beautiful about this architecture. But
There is some really beautiful.
I think, knowing you, Sam, probably you as well, like, I think the National Theatre in London is one of the most beautiful buildings in the country.
That is,
even though most people hate it, right?
Do they? Because I think it's so gorgeous.
I think it's gorgeous, but because it's big and square and concrete and slightly weird looking, like it's brutalism. It's brutalist architecture.
It's brutalist, but it's done in such a beautiful way. It's very similar to this. It's sort of it's a bit blocky. It's concrete. But one of the most wonderful things that I've seen in architecture, to be honest, is the concrete they've used. On the outside is molded into wooden planks. And honestly,
that's exactly. I never realised, but yeah, that is exactly what it is. It is a gorgeous. Like, if anyone watching is ever in London has a chance to just go, or even better, like, go see a play. At the Olivier at the National Theatre.
All of their theatres are incredible.
And the Olivier is the one that makes me go like, oh fucking wow, what are other stages doing?
But genuinely, I think the Olivier is the most brilliant theatre I have ever been to. I suppose I can't speak for all theatres everywhere, but
I think the thing about that theatre is the way it's been designed is, I'm going like a lot of theatres, there are cheap seats and there are expensive seats, but there are no bad seats.
There are no bad
which
seats
is
in the Olivier.
Like, mathematically, the work that's been done to make that happen is quite wonderful.
It's sort of a really sort of wide open amphitheatre style, and it has this stage with this incredible revolve that is legitimately about 3 stories tall. They used it incredibly in Warhorse, where it was originally staged, and just oh god.
And just the best designers as well know how to use that, it is such a unique thing to have, but they know how to use that strategically and sparingly.
Yeah.
One of just the best experiences I've had watching live theatre. It was only used at the very end of the very final scene, where they just used it to move away a backdrop that had been there for a couple of hours, and just showed you the full depth of that stage, which genuinely did, like, it went back and back and back infinitely. And all they did with it was they just took it away.
The really amazing you've got onto
What's the deal with the headroom resonance anyway?
You've got onto the National Theatre, so I'm not gonna shut up. But
I think honestly, like, even if you've not got time or the means or whatever to see a show there, just go visit it and just go in and, like, buy a book or have a cup of coffee. It is an incredible, even like the atrium of it is an amazing place to be.
No,
and also there's a
such
solid chance you would just
building.
spot a famous person there as well.
May have heard.
Oh yeah, that was where you got into.
Yeah, that was where I made a fool of myself in front of Maggie Smith.
Yeah. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the an entity or group of entities that we have little information on, or little that I'm allowed to access.
Sounds like someone doesn't have a level 4 access card, right?
Exactly. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very objects such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the is a natural fact and not something more? Good to know. Right, we are in Dr. Darling's office, who is like the guy who's in charge of R&D, and I can't help but feel like he must have
Think of him as,
some good clearance.
as
I think the other genuinely really, really impressive piece of brutalism architecture that I've seen is the Edo Tokyo Museum building.
Oh yeah.
Which is, I'm going to have to show you a picture of it later, but it
you'll be glad you got an HRA.
is
And if you don't have an HRA,
so cool. Just this massive, massive courtyard.
quick and painless.
And then the museum is above the courtyard, and the whole thing feels
We're making more.
enormous. It feels like you're... It genuinely, much like the National Theatre, it feels like you're standing in the future. Even though the building's been there probably 50 years, right?
Yeah.
The Wales Millennium Centre. Hold on. I'm going to look up the Wales Millennium Centre arbitrary selectors.
Oh, that's the really brilliant one with the words shows up all the time in
Torchwood?
In Torchwood.
Oh, is that Rodar Place?
I think.
Every measure of security.
Hold on, looking this up.
Nice to see you, Teacup.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome.
No, that is cool. Teacup.
Oh, are we
27
are we back in a
Bs.
hotel? Are we back in the motel and
No,
casino?
no, this is so much. This is
Slightly
so much
different
tackier
one.
than the motel was. But we are being shuffled. Shout out to Teacup, though. 27 Bs and 19 days on T. Congratulations on both.
Oh yeah, well done.
Yeah, so no, the Wales Millennium Centre is the one that Captain Jack Harkness likes to stand on top of for no fucking reason in scene transitions in early seasons of Torchwood. I say early seasons of Torchwood,
No,
there were
it's-
really only early seasons of Torchwood. It's not something that ran for a long time.
Okay. And once I remember how to use special weapons,
Yeah, yes.
that's gonna be really
You could-
effective.
you could always
those
pause and look
extra
it up.
modules. I just don't think.
Would that be bad entertainment?
I just don't think I'm gonna do that though.
Oh, but what if you wanted to go that way? That's a nuisance.
This is.
See, this is what I mean, right? The plot of this game is just like weird things are happening. You just kind of have to take them in your stride and go like, huh, that's weird.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta take them in your stride and accept that strange things happen.
Smoking's not cool.
Sorry, just Not seen smoking a cigarette vending machine in quite a while. That's a fascinating
Yeah, but
bit.
this game's going for like
Past.
1960s
Yeah,
vibe,
no.
apart from your fucking Marty McFly outfit.
Which is 1950s. He was wearing that in the 50s.
No, he was wearing it when he went to the 50s, and they were like, "Are you a sailor? Why are you wearing a life preserver?"
He was wearing it in the 50s.
He was wearing it in the 50s, but it was from the 80s. Although the one you're wearing looks more like the one his son has in 2015. Because it's got you pointed out it's got the self-tying laces.
True. I think I'm lost in this maze.
That's what mazes are for. Have you given up on the maze?
I don't
Oh.
know if I was just meant to get that one thing.
Yeah, maybe. I was expecting maybe a roulette wheel or something, though.
Hey, Kim. Nice to see you.
Kim!
I feel like it's been a wee while.
Has been a wee while. But also, it's been 2 weeks for everyone. It is good to see everyone.
Oh, people are healing, so there is probably another orb. Let's go and find another orb.
Oh, that does look very orb-like. Nice. Oh. Just slap that orb.
Sometimes you gotta slap the orb.
Oh, more desk chairs. Kim, what do you think of flying desk chairs? Practical or a liability? Another orb.
Okay. Don't love that. Alright,
There we go.
let's get some health.
You live to fight another day.
Okay. Hey, orb, screw you.
Kim is in favor of flying desk chairs because they are easier to throw at uninvited guests. And I can't argue with that.
I can't help but if they're floating, right? I can't help but feel like they're just gonna kind of bounce off of people, but
Oh, do you think they will have less physical momentum when thrown? You gotta... Oh!
oh,
that was
there is an
dramatic.
awful lot happening all at once. Huh.
Do you know what would be really useful in this scenario?
Shotgun?
Shotgun. Or even knowing how to take your shotgun out. New bureau alerts. They're just putting it there so you can't see what you're doing.
Love
It's just
that.
like having a real job. Wasn't that a dog?
Yeah, executives get in the way. That's how jobs work.
Wow.
Oh.
Was that a dog at the end that got you?
I have
They didn't say
no
they were his
idea. I
dogs.
think it was a curled over person. That was a bit fucked up.
Andy says hit X to switch weapons, but is that X on a Switch controller like you're playing on? or your standard Xbox?
It definitely is.
Cool.
Right.
Thank you, Andy.
I mean,
Now, you see, I don't know whether everything's going to be easier now but that is sick as hell.
Right? It's fucking awesome.
It's the it's things like this that give me like the Metal Gear Solid problem, which is Metal Gear Solid's message is that like war is really bad, but like
Also, doing this stuff is kind of
but
sick as
like,
hell.
Snake is sick as hell.
And that, unfortunately, is often the problem. Oh, Kim's got a theory that their dog is bringing
What is in
bees
that
into
bin?
the house.
Sorry, Kim, your dog is
Bringing
Your dog
bees
is-
into the house just to fuck with them.
how do you propose that Merlin is bringing bees into your house? Is he picking them up carefully in his mouth and like setting them down one by one? Are the
Because
bees
I'm not
alive at
certain
the time?
that the bees would be thrilled about that.
So Merlin does eat bees. Oh, not only does he eat bees, he loves... What? Do the bees not try to sting him? Because when we have a bee who makes its way into our home, I have to make sure those bees leave before the cat tries to eat them and get stung. You have docile bees that he gobbles up like
Docile
crisp.
bees?
What makes a bee so docile that it won't defend itself? Merlin holds them in his mouth and spits them out like ta-da. Docile ground
She's
bees
in
that he
trouble.
gobbles up like
We need to reach
crisps.
her.
I mean, no wonder it took so long for Teacup to see bees this year. Whoa!
Oh, do you mind? That's a bit rude.
So the concept of your gun is really cool, right? But there is something particularly cool about the shotgun version.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's like if Judge Dredd's gun worked on Dream Logic.
What's Judge Dredd's gun?
Oh, Judge Dredd's gun has about like 50 different types of ammunition that it can just make for itself, but it's voice
Oh.
activated. Like if you watch, yeah, is it Dredd? Is it 2015 that Dredd came out? It's probably
my
in the
brain
Sylvester
wants to say
Stallone version as well,
2016,
but it's definitely in the Carl Urban version.
But oh my god, that film is so good.
It's
Hey,
really good.
if you go back and watch it, now,
I mean, like-
I am not advocating buying a 3D TV in the year of our Lord 2026.
But it is something in 3D, I agree.
However, if you happen to have one and can get yourself a 3D Blu-ray, it is 100% worth having the 3D for that film and maybe that film only.
I think the thing about that film is, and I'm not great with really, really graphic violence in media. And that film is one of the most violent films I've ever seen. But there's something incredibly hypnotic and beautiful about the goriest scenes in that film.
Oh my god.
That you just sort of...
That film just...
It's very trippy.
Just overall, there is something so incredible about that film. It's all of the slow-mo shots that just work so well. It is the violence that is a lot, but it never feels sort of
it's a
disgusting
lot, but
or too much.
whenever like it is a lot, but like the action scenes are very closely connected with the characters in them being incredibly high, and so everything is just very abstracted from the brutal reality of what's actually happening to these characters. It's and it's kind of why, in my opinion, they shouldn't do a sequel to it, because a sequel would have to have a very different look and feel to that film.
Yeah, absolutely. 911, what is your emergency?
Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you?
I'm inside the wires. I'm lost.
Ma'am, have you been drinking tonight?
I feel like I'm stretching through the wire towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up.
Go where, ma'am?
Go. You're gone. Away.
Okay, and can you describe your surroundings? Ma'am? Hello? Ma'am? Well.
Wow. Well, they didn't hang up.
Bit fucked up.
That's how I like to climb stairs.
Oh, I didn't realise there was just stairs here. I don't know why. I didn't realise that, but I was like...
I used the fact that you smashed through a concrete railing and just walked it off. Andy, subscribe to us.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my
Amazing.
gosh. For 4 months. Thank you so much. They say, I'm so excited to finally be able to find a way to buy a subscription to you folks. Love the streams.
We really appreciate it. We
Tumblr
appreciate it so
Marius
much.
Art Guy was here.
Thanks
you.
so much.
We really, man, we appreciate your persistence.
Also, really
And also
appreciate
you're
your
always here. Thank you
dedication
so much.
because
Yeah.
it has. I've seen you in the chat, and it has been a while you've been trying at that. Yeah. Hey. I guess Amazon, clean up your act, make it easier.
I like how we're no longer paying any attention to this Mark Ruffalo-ass scientist.
The white.
Actually, not to tell you what, he's exactly in
So-
between Mark Ruffalo and Edward Norton. He's like the two Hulks
He's
combined.
he's the slightly boring Hulk is the problem.
To all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
Right. So, we have 4 Hubert Whatsits.
Okay. That's the
And-
perfect number, right?
We could.
You could spend all 4. We could do a 1 and a 3, or we can do a 2 and a 1. We have not upgraded our punching at all, but our slapping's pretty great. And as for our triangle, that's...
Yeah, I don't know how much I really mind about not having.
You definitely punched an orb to
Punching.
death back there.
I did punch an orb to death. I could get a 3 and a 1.
But you do like... Ooh. Punch.
Right. So, this was.
Yes, arbitrarily selected who is paying attention to this game. We're paying attention. We're paying a different sort of attention to this game.
Yeah, obviously.
But arbitrarily selected is paying attention to the lore of this game. Has reminded us that Hulkman is in fact Dr. Darling, the anomaly guy.
Dr. Darling. We were just in his office. Good to know. We could make a real fucked up gun.
Arbitrarily selected has tried the Pepsi Max Tropical.
Oh yeah. What's
they say
the review?
It's weird, and that's true. It is weird, but I kind of think it's good weird.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, like the Pepsi Max Mango was bad, in a compelling way, but it was still bad. I think the Tropical's actually quite good. Speaking of which, it's can time. Because we can. Moulin Rouge style.
We can is the thing.
We can. Just like Jim Broadbent says.
Oh, God. Love that film.
I think it might be I think it might be Jim Broadbent's best role.
Oh.
I mean, I know he's acted in like a million films and stuff, and he's basically a treasured character actor at this point. But I've just never seen such delight in his eyes.
Yeah, I think the most amazing...
Like, he just radiates fun in that film.
Is this a model of the oldest house? Do you reckon?
I don't think you can make a model of the oldest house.
Well, that's why it's so fucked up, right?
Yeah. That's why Dracula has such a time cleaning it.
The Astral exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sound of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but, yeah.
Budgets.
Once we discovered, we decided to repurpose the space, similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals. We hope that this, will...
Oh, well, we're just going to keep... Oh, no, you want to read the addendum. You missed a beautiful thing in that addendum there.
Did I?
Oh, yeah. The implications were quite delightful. I forget the name of the document, of course.
It was somewhere. No.
Anyone remember what we just picked up? It was referring to one of the things they discovered was an entity, and they were addressing how everyone had decided to call this entity Spike, as in Astral Spike. And that's his name now. There is a creature in there called...
Astral Exhibition.
Yeah,
new naming conventions have been established for the astral entity known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted.
I like, hey, I'm Astral Spike.
Fucked up moon you've got there.
Yeah.
Oh,
that is the lightest.
Hey, do you want to watch some creepy
one.
children?
An early hypothesis was
I thought it was going to be creepy children.
Subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then one could argue that that's the case with all reality.
Oreo Coke sounds bad.
Yeah, I've had Oreo Coke. It's the problem is it tastes enough like Oreo that like your mouth checks for bits of Oreo grit in it, and it just doesn't work.
In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this...
I hate being in the vicinity of the pyramid.
I can't believe they keep that thing here.
It's just a blob.
Hey, don't talk that way about Spike. That's my friend.
Or is that Astral Spike?
I think that might be Astral Spike,
Let's
right?
go see Astral Spike. I'm sure he's a stand-up guy.
I feel like that's our friend, Astral Spike.
Oh, is Astral Spike a boss fight? Don't kill Astral Spike! What are you doing?
Do I just need to run away from Astral Spike?
Oh yeah, you've made him mad now. I get out of there. Oh, that wasn't much of an escape, was it? Oh, he just
Rips through your
health.
health.
Yeah. Man. Oh, battery.
Okay.
And there's one more. Whoa.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, we get it.
It's just like Pingu. Noot.
Oh, I really
Hey, you
have
closed
locked
that
myself
door, yeah.
out of there, huh?
Yep. Kim says more like asshole Spike. Oh, it was right there the whole time.
Oh.
Well, you lose 10% of your source every time you die.
Huh. Probably best not to carry too much around then.
But that does mean mathematically you'll never run out of source through dying over and over. You know, because
That's very true.
you lose 10% of what you die the first time, but like the next time you'll lose like what would have been the equivalent of 9% of your whole amount. You know?
I'm not sure that maths works out, but
No, you lose 10% of 90, which is 9, which is 9% of 100. Right, if you had 100% of your original amount when you die the first time, and you lose 10%, you've got 90% of it. Then you'll lose 10% of that 90, so you'll have 81% of your original amount.
okay. I need to trick him into being in here.
Oh! I can't believe you're going to trick Astral Spike. Now, this is how you do a puzzle boss. Oh, you need to close that. Oh, no, you don't need to close that. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
What was the Bureau doing with that thing?
I think they've made friends with him.
I think that's our friend Astral Spike. Stop being a dick, Jesse.
Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
Apparently, we're so close.
Get that orb. Whoa.
Hey, do you fucking mind? Yeah, apparently I'm wrong and the maths does work out.
I knew it'd be that. I knew it'd be something like that. But I think that means mathematically I mean, I don't think they're going to break it down into decimal places with your sauce, but if they did, it should be impossible to ever run out of sauce. You just have a very low amount of sauce.
I think that makes sense.
Nice. Oh, it's just moved back there.
Right.
Oh.
Right. Hey. Oh, you bastard! You little dick. See, and this is why I don't advocate for flying desk chairs.
They look kind of like dentist chairs, though, don't they?
They do a bit.
It's weird that they're called dentist chairs because you never see the dentist sit in them.
That's true. I feel like similar things with tattoo chairs. I feel like you sit in tattoo chairs to get
But
a
you never see a
You
tattoo
don't-
sitting in a chair.
Tattooists tend not to sit in those chairs. Oh, could you? Right.
Oh man.
The weird
Producer Alexa says
Pepsi.
weird
The
Pepsi's
weird
growing on them.
Pepsi.
I knew it would.
Yeah,
It's-
that's exactly what you said, though.
it's
was
just
the first
you're
time
tasting
you
it
were
like,
like,
huh,
nah,
it's
not
a
at
bit
all.
strange.
And then
just shows it's amazing what you can get used to. Even weird Pepsi.
even weird Pepsi.
Then again, the gingerbread Pepsi Max, which you really liked, I just couldn't do. Actually, it wasn't Pepsi Max, it was just Diet Pepsi, I think.
No,
the
it was
gingerbread one.
Pepsi Max. Oh, could you please stop blowing me up? I would love that.
You know, I know that we mentioned Metal Gear Solid earlier. I can't help but feel that, like, Hideo Kojima's definitely played this game and that he would love this game.
Yeah.
Like, this really feels like, not like a Kojima game, but it feels like the sort of game that Kojima would love.
Yeah, no.
I think he'd be disappointed at the lack of
The fact that it
relative
wasn't
lack
a
of dialogue and
Strand-like,
cutscene.
I think he'd be a bit annoyed by.
But I think he would love the combination of surrealism and banality.
Hmm.
But I expect Kojima would have played this and loved it. But you know, if for whatever reason Kojima's watching this and hasn't played it, I guess we recommend it. Hideo. In fairness, if Hideo Kojima ever watches one of our streams, we're probably in trouble because we make fun of his games quite a lot.
Yeah, I guess if Hideo Kojima ever wants to watch our streams, then
Would he like to guest?
Yeah, do you fancy coming on?
Yeah, do you want to... I collaborate with Hideo Kojima.
Sort of Mondays. We're happy to have Mads on as well, if you fancy it.
What about Guillermo del Toro?
Well, I think that's a given. No offense, Hideo, Guillermo is our first choice. But sometimes I feel like that's your opinion too, so...
Yeah. But like, if you bring a snake along, make it David, not Kiefer, okay?
Right?
Ooh, arbitrarily selected magnetic levitation on a desk job. So, like, slightly less friction, but you're just hovering slightly off the ground. You're not bumping your head off anything.
That now, I would say that seems convenient because, frankly, just having a bit less friction on an office chair would be useful. Oh, hey, I didn't know you were alive. Fuck you.
Wow.
Oh. I was very close there.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
think if I had realised that guy was alive, then...
Also, he's the grenade guy. He just punched you. You know?
Right? At least throw a grenade and blow
I
yourself
feel
up.
like grenade guys don't punch you normally in video games. Can you imagine if Fat Man in his
Also,
boss fight in Metal Gear Solid 2 had
Hideo,
just punched you?
if you're watching, grenade guy, great name for a boss. Just if you fancy it.
I mean, he's
taking
already
that
had
one.
he's had rocket guy in the original Metal
shit.
Gear. Well, you'll know when you died.
Right.
I mean, I don't think Hideo needs to go back to like standard names like Grenade Guy when he's coming up with great names like Hot Coldman.
That's true. Heartman. I really
Die Hard
need
Man.
Die Hard Man. I really need to get Death Stranding 2. I think the problem is Death Stranding was such a commitment.
Yeah,
Like, you kind of really need to sort of commit to playing that.
Do you know, like, who, in my opinion, was a really, like, probably shouldn't have been, but was a really underwhelming villain, is Skullface in MGS5. Like, he was set up as something so mysterious, and it was weird that, like, we didn't know anything about him, given how filled in the Metal Gear Solid canon was at that point. And yet, he just kind of didn't turn out to be relevant to anything.
Yeah, this is sort of my big... Well, I don't know what I agreed to. So, yeah, no, that's sort of my problem with the whole of Metal Gear Solid 5 is none of it pays off, which makes me really, really sad because actually the rest of them do such a good job of doing it, and it's clear that they wanted they wanted because like the game ends with a trailer for what's going to happen next in the game and doesn't, and that feels like particularly a kind of cruel joke.
I mean, I think you can argue that the deliberately or otherwise, probably otherwise, the state
hey, can you
of
stop blowing me up.
the state
No.
of Metal Gear Solid 5 story and ending and twist is kind of a weird meta commentary on the nature of video games. It's not a very satisfying one. It's an incredibly satisfying game. Like moment to moment, Metal Gear Solid 5
I feel
is
like
just
if you
the best in the series, in my opinion.
Yeah, no.
Like in
there's-
terms of just standard, you are Snake and you are sneaking around and infiltrating. It's just unrivaled.
there is sort of a. Right.
Like if they could make a Metal Gear Solid game with a plot of the standard of Metal Gear Solid 3 and gameplay like Metal Gear Solid 5, it would be phenomenal.
Weirdly enough, there is actually a part of me that feels that. That. Metal Gear Solid 5 misses the mark a bit for me because of the open worldness.
I think
There's
that
a part of me that feels that the gameplay gets a bit weird in that open world, and I think that is as much as anything on me. But
I think though you could remove the open world and still keep almost everything that is working about Metal Gear Solid's version of infiltration. I think the freedom of approach is a very cool thing about the open world though.
yeah,
I think there are so many ways to approach a problem in 5, and that's quite fun. But I agree that just kind of getting on your horse and riding to the next outpost feels a bit... It's strange. It feels a little bit... It feels a little bit disjointed and episodic, which is weird considering it's a continuous experience. But the advantage is you can solve almost any problem in any way.
yeah, no. I think there is advantages and disadvantages, and right.
But then I've just realised a moment ago I said if they could have something with the plot of Metal Gear Solid 3 in the gameplay of 5. But actually, I think the plot... I love the plot of Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah,
And I think because I didn't play it on release, I played it 3 or 4 years later. I didn't have the kind of negative reaction that a lot of people had to Raiden being the protagonist and not Snake.
because it was the first game I'd ever played. I also didn't have that negative. I think the really amazing part about Metal Gear Solid 2 is I must have played that probably for the first time in the 2000s at some point. It will have been 2005, 2006-ish. And it is, and at the time, whether it be because I was sort of quite young, or whether it be just that actually it wasn't it wasn't something that necessarily made an awful lot of sense at the time.
Yeah.
Sort of the ending didn't mean very much to me.
Oh, I always love the ending.
And the more and more I see it and replay it, or rethink about it, the older I got, the more meaning I gleaned from it. And it's just sort of the most amazing thing that Hideo Kojima saw that coming, and actually sort of, it really does feel like he predicted the state of the world in X
20
amount
years
of
later,
years,
yeah.
after it had come out. And it's sort of, when you think about it, it is, oh wow, that's really quite profound, having managed to
I think, for me, just going back to Raiden as a protagonist, the protagonist had to be a character like Raiden, because in a game, and Metal Gear Solid 2 in particular is a game about constantly being on the back foot and being lied to and having to adapt and improvise on the fly. But the series is about a fucking legendary soldier. You can't be that legendary soldier who has all the answers. You've got to be just a grunt in that game.
Absolutely.
Like, if you'd been Snake, some of the twists and turns of that plot, Snake would take in his stride, I think.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Or even be expecting. But what Metal Gear Solid 2 does is it kind of re-mythologizes Snake and Big Boss and Liquid, and makes them into these larger-than-life figures for the other characters. And without that, I think you could argue that 3 and 4 don't really work as stories. And that's always the problem with kind of action video games that are trying to tell a serious story. Like, if you're trying to tell a story about an almost like superhumanly like proficient character, and you're trying to tell a serious story, but you put that character in the hands of the player, and the player is gonna fuck up and make dumb mistakes and get killed for silly reasons, because that's the experience of learning to play any game, right?
Absolutely.
At what point does that dent, put a dent in who the character you're telling the story about is?
Yeah, and I think the interesting thing about characters in video games is that. Oh,
Like, in this game, this character, in my opinion, works because we can die any number of times, and that makes sense because our character's not really supposed to be here.
yeah.
You know?
No, absolutely.
But let's say Samus in Metroid. Samus is a badass bounty hunter, and so Metroid games quite often are quite difficult, and you're gonna die sometimes in Metroid. How many times will you die before Samus becomes a little bit less potent as a concept for a character? Kim says they regret not having played the original Metal Gear Solid back in the day, and they played a Final Fantasy game instead.
Marshall,
But
can you
Final
hear me?
Fantasy was on fire back then as well.
Yeah.
So
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden, hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
She's got that right.
even Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh.
I mean, it's not me. Like,
Really?
it's not the Final Fantasy that's right for me. But I think if you really get into it, it's a fantastic game in its own right.
Well, I actually don't love you guys exploding everywhere.
Yeah, they're very. Oh, I do want to say, I appreciate this was quite a few minutes ago, but someone did point out. Kim pointed out that you know how we were saying we'd have Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah.
You know, if Mads Mikkelsen wants to come and play a co-op game with us, that'd be great. But also, that's not how you say his name, according to Kim. The D is silent. It's Mass. I guess Mass Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen.
And they say that D is just to fuck with English speakers.
Yeah, that seems about right.
But like, what would we play with Mads Mikkelsen? Like, I feel like I'd like to see Mads
would
Mikkelsen
it be
play
too
Balatro.
weird? Oh.
Trench said his team knows all the Bureau's secrets. Marshall, especially. Does she know what happened to Dylan?
Yeah, no.
But like, if he loses at Balatro, then he has to be recruited by MI6. I feel that's the plot of Casino Royale.
Marshall is waiting for you in the Luck Lab, just down the hall.
Huh. Apparently Marshall is waiting for us in the Luck Lab.
I never understood why Mads Mikkelsen in that film is so like, he's so stressed about the idea of Bond beating him in Casino Royale, because if Bond beats him, all that happens is MI6 hires him to what probably would be a really comfortable, well-paying job because they want his expertise. And if he wins, he gets to go on being a supervillain. So it's kind of win-win for his character.
Yeah, I've never seen.
You've never seen Casino Royale?
I have
enough.
never seen any of the
There you are. I was starting to
Russell, no, Daniel Craig.
Were you about to say Russell Crowe?
I've never
I've
seen
watched
any
Russell
of
Crowe
the
James Bond.
Daniel Craig James Bonds.
You've done quite well, you know?
Have I? What?
I mean, like, I feel like
Congratulations.
it's fairly
on your
impressive you've
appointment,
managed to
Director
avoid them.
Faden.
There's a lot of them and
I'm
they've been
Helen
around
Marshall,
for
head of
everywhere
Bureau
for
Operations.
quite a while now.
Zachariah's dead then.
I think
And
the
I
problem
assume
is I
you
had
found
a
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her?
Oh.
Really?
Here's the situation.
That's a good
Quite
call.
like
Someone created
Marshall.
The HRA's in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
No Time to Die
At least she
was
seems to know
meh.
what's going on here.
Yeah, no, I had a
know
real
about
James
Dylan.
Bond
I can clear
phase when I
things.
was a
I'll be your
teen,
firepower.
and then
That's a good answer.
by the
Is she
time Daniel
testing
Craig was making them, I
Johnny
was
has
like,
Yeah, it was
systems in
like,
place to
eh.
protect his labs.
I'm a bit
We should
over
help you
it.
get
So
past them.
I think
We'll
the thing
talk
about
more after
Daniel
you clear out
Craig
the hiss.
is that, I mean, I think he
Ranger,
was really good in
let
the
her
role,
through.
but like a lot of people who
We'll have
played
to
James
lock the door
Bond, he
behind
only
you.
got like a couple of
Sorry,
good
but we
films
can't
and
risk the
then
breach.
quite a few films just like. I think Casino Royale is maybe the best Bond film they've ever made, and then thereafter there are films that are fine and films that are like not. I think it's weird because No Time to Die is it's not necessarily a great Bond film. Weirdly, it might be Daniel Craig's best performance as Bond, even though the material is not great. It's a bit. So I've got mixed feelings about
I
that
see
particular
Rangers
one.
over there. We have to help them.
It's like, did you see The World Is Not Enough in your Bond phase, which we probably had at a very similar time in our lives, because we are.
World is not enough. You might need to.
That's the
describe a
one. That's
plot.
the one with the sabotage on an oil pipeline, because people at that point still thought that oil was the future. I think it was 1999.
I think I
It's a Pierce Brosnan one,
probably have seen it if it's a Piers Brosnan
and like
one.
Pierce Brosnan gives a fantastic performance in that. It's a fucking terrible film.
Yeah, no. I feel like, weirdly enough, that happens a fair amount. that someone is sort of giving the performance of their life, and it doesn't make the film good, but it does.
It at least gives you something to be watched. Like, there is something interesting going on
Yeah.
that is making the experience more interesting to watch. I feel like that's about a lot of films, actually.
I feel
Someone
like-
has raised Knives Out as a much better series with Daniel Craig, and that's hard to deny. Like, there are 3 films, they are all great and they're great for different reasons. Like, isn't that nice in a series?
Oh,
I feel like
really.
Sam
fucked
is
me
playing
there.
some really intense gameplay,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm just trying to get philosophical at you.
Oh no, no.
And it's just it's so
I-
helpful, guys.
Now, I have seen, I will say, 1.5 of the Knives Out films.
Oh, really?
And
I could have sworn you've seen them all. Which ones did you actually see?
I saw the latest. I saw for sure the latest one that came out.
Wake Up, Dead Man?
Yeah. And I saw half of the Glass Onion.
Yeah.
Um,
But you've not seen the first one, then?
not seen the first one, and I'm not certain that they're for me. But clearly, Daniel Craig is having fun with them, which
Oh,
I
he's
think-
having the time of his life, yeah. I think the cool thing for me, and they're all cool in different ways. The cool thing for me about the first one is, you know how in Columbo, you the audience always know who the murderer is because you see them do it, and then the drama of Columbo is about Columbo knows who did it, and it's like how can he outmaneuver them as they try to cover their tracks. In Knives Out, it's kind of like we the audience know who did it, or at least we think we do, and so does Daniel Craig, but our sympathies are with the person who did it, so it's like how are they going to outrun Daniel Craig? And yet at the same time we really enjoy Daniel Craig's flamboyant detectiveness. So it's kind of like if we're rooting against Poirot, but at the same time we've got the dramatic irony of Columbo. But crucially, the sequel films are going for something different each time, so it doesn't just feel like we've got another one.
Screw you. I'm just going to fail that.
And yes, the Sesame Street Benoit Blanc sketch was amazing. Although, like, it's really amazing that it's not Daniel Craig voicing the Daniel Craig Muppet, because that is something Sesame Street would do. They would just.
I feel like Muppets in general are
They're quite good at bringing people in. I mean, I would say Muppets as in the Muppets.
Yeah, are very good.
They always need a human to play off. Which for me is, I think, the big risk in The Dark Crystal. Is a full-on fantasy film where every character is played by a Muppet, and I think the original film is amazing as a piece of visual design and world building, and doesn't really hang together as a coherent story with characters you're rooting for, and I wish it were otherwise. The TV series does a lot better on that score.
Oh yeah. I think that you were talking about Muppets, and my brain just went back to Farscape.
I know the Dark Crystal isn't technically Muppets, but like, it's Muppets as in they're Jim Henson puppets.
Yeah, no.
Farscape is awesome.
Farscape is so good. We've been watching through Farscape. We've got to a point where it's a little frustrating. They have introduced some fairly annoying characters that...
Have you got past the point where they changed the theme tune?
They've changed the theme?
Yeah,
like the opening monologue?
I mean, they change the opening monologue like every season.
No, they don't.
Do they not?
No. They only
pick out like different details.
Series 3.
So the music changes during the show. So I mean, it's still the same kind of feel, but it has a different sort of intensity, and it is a different tune. But like, very definitely by the same composer, very definitely kind of a piece. It just... I'm currently rewatching DS9.
Hey, could you not do that? fuck.
There's a point about halfway through DS9 where they're very definitely trying to give it a glow up because they've moved into much more of kind of like they've moved away from like Cold War Cardassian stories and much more into, hey, the Dominion War is on its way. Cisco's got his beard. Worf is here, presumably for the ratings. Although he's a good addition into the dynamic of the show.
He is.
But they also they don't change the theme tune, but they definitely re-record the theme tune and put way more special effects in the what, in my opinion, was quite a bland title sequence. Because the original title sequence is it feels very slow by modern standards, and it's just shots of the space station model. And then the new version, you can see ships docking.
But it's a very good.
It's great
It's
design.
a very good model.
But now you can see ships docking and people on spacewalks and maintenance crews, and it feels more dynamic. And also the theme tune is ever so slightly sped up, and I think it's being re-recorded.
Yeah, no.
Lurchy's here. Hi, Lurchy.
Ooh.
Mannequins? Mannequins. Or crash test dummies. I feel quite strongly somehow that those crash test dummies used to be real people.
Oh!
Until like this morning. You know?
Oh, I thought I could put you down gently.
No.
I forgot that I can't really do
No,
that.
it's violence or nothing.
Where am I? I'm in the synchronicity lab. Oh, we don't have clearance level 6.
No.
Interesting.
Who have we got to butter up to get clearance level 6? This is a weird place to have a single, like, large meeting table in the center.
That's true.
You know, like...
Yeah.
I imagine that most people designing office spaces and meeting rooms want the meetings to be, you know, confidential and not overheard by random people also working in the room.
You would think so.
A ritual office.
Shall we try and find some rituals?
Let's find a ritual. There's no music in this lift, though.
Do 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 do.
Why is the lift music just a Frank Sinatra song? Like why is it that Frank Sinatra song has just turned into the lift music?
The forest of positive interactions. So I play this
Girl from Ipanema.
and get in the tank. Okay. Self-reflection can bring answers. I wrote.
Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking in. When she
I don't think I've
passes
ever
by,
heard the.
each person goes, ugh.
I don't think I've ever heard the.
Have you not heard? It's a Frank Sinatra song.
The a version with words.
Oh no, it's from Frank Sinatra's bossa nova phase, which he had. It's really good, actually. Back when I was still getting the bus into town to work every day, in the morning, I would listen to Frank Sinatra on my headphones on the bus because it's just it keeps you just awake
because it makes
enough.
you think that you're in New York.
It's more because it's just a gentle way to start the day is the thing.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I think that's fair.
The thing is, Frank Sinatra was very good at what he did.
Hey, where can I?
And also, astonishingly, doesn't appear to have been a complete dick.
That seems unlikely. I can't do this yet because they locked me in the luck place. That's good. Good to know.
I mean, I guess there's the connections with organized crime, but he had no patience for racists.
Okay.
At a time when lots of people had patience for racists.
Yeah,
you know? Even within jazz.
Right, and we are heading this way.
Arbitrary Selector says, we can forgive the organized crime. It's organized after all, not messy crime.
Yeah, no. At least it's organized.
Altered item number 52AE analysis.
Andy,
session 2.
thank you so much. That's really sweet.
By introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock.
That is,
No response. Next.
and he said something about my music. That is a really good review, and I appreciate that.
Hey, if you want to start your day off right, then you too can go to kofiyoung.bandcamp.com.
You can do that if you like.
And most
I would sure appreciate
And buy
that.
some good music.
If Marshall can't help us with Dylan,
Or at the very least,
he's our
some
next
music.
best bet.
Arbitrary Selected says, this is a great evening. I've tried dubious Pepsi, which is still growing on me. We have this stream and all the wildlife is out.
That's good.
Look how many bees. Look how many bees have been seen. Was it 23 bees or 27 bees the teacup saw? Was the right number of bees?
I had missed how many bees.
Oh yeah, no. No, you saw a number of bees. We read that one together. That's also a great review from Alia. They listened to my album, The Assailant, to stop feeling dizzy. Oh, it's the GameCube logo? Is this their way of announcing they're doing a GameCube port of Control?
Oh, I see. So.
Genuine, thank you as well, Alia. It makes me happy to hear that. I am actually, because people ask me, I am actually writing more songs. It just, I need to go into it on my blog or on my coffee. It just, stuff takes me forever at the moment, and I think it is.
Any idea how to make it work?
To some extent, me figuring out actually what I want those songs to be, and also I think it is something about the way my brain is wired at the moment. Everything takes me forever.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
But I do miss, because Rat-Tailed Rover, specifically the song Rat-Tailed Rover, I don't think I have ever written a song that quickly.
Oh.
And it will probably never happen again. I think proportionally to how much time I spent writing it compared to how much people enjoyed it, that's a very favorable proportion.
Yeah.
Embracing the erratic in audio journey. This must be one of those sensory tank tapes.
Oh. That is really sweet. Sorry, I'm Dragon Master C says they make good lullabies, and that's very sweet.
I feel like... Oh, there we go. Right. So, you...
Can we talk about how badass Marshall is, by the way? Like,
Marshall is maybe the coolest character.
why aren't we playing as Marshall?
Right? I see Marshall and I'm just like, fuck, I wish I was playing as Marshall. Look how awesome Marshall is.
Right? Like,
oh, this is an amazing character.
Marshall looks like she's crashed a Spitfire, but a Spitfire from the future. You know?
That's true. Right, so you have... Which one are you related to?
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Yeah, I got that.
And
Too
also
powerful for use. Use 3. No. Feedback loop dimensions. So it's 1 or 4 in this one. So let's try that. Up here, we had 1 or 4. So let's try 1 in here.
Whiteboard drawings may be important.
Thanks for that, Marshall. Appreciate it. Oh, wait. No, so. That looks like that. That weird...
I knew there was something otherworldly about the GameCube logo. Turns out it was developed here.
No, so what it needs
Looks like he was working on something to do with
half
these symbols.
Alright, 1 and 2. No, 2 and 3. Let's go.
What do the symbols mean?
3 in there. And
There's something about video games where you're in a room with a puzzle and there's an NPC, and the NPC keeps sort of saying generic things about the puzzle that just really reminds you you're playing a video game.
yeah.
You know, can you imagine being in a escape room with Marshall, and Marshall just stands in the center of the room, motionless, and doesn't help apart from saying generic things about how will we get out of this room for an hour?
Yeah, no.
Like, Marshall, just get off your ass and help. We know you're cool.
You have a mimeograph here.
Arbitrarily selected says this is a Resident Evil level of puzzle.
This,
Which,
Try different
yeah,
combinations.
true.
One of them has to work.
okay, so there's 3 symbols on the machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no. Alright.
What does HRA stand for again?
I don't have a single clue. It's the protection things that people wear.
Okay.
I'm fairly sure. There must be a way other than just brute forcing this to figure out.
I mean, Marshall says you should brute force it. Marshall says, let's just try combinations. One of them's going to work. Hadron resonance amplifier. Thank you, because I'm fully, my brain is like fully filling in hormone reassignment amplifier.
Okay. Right, if we're presuming that this...
Yeah.
So this has to be 2 or 3.
Uh-huh. Sure. Why not? Why not?
Right. And 2 doesn't look like that. But 3 does look like that. So, let's go with 3 for that. Right. On
Sure.
here, we gotta check what 1 and 4 look like. And do they look right?
I mean,
they look pretty right to me, both of them. Because that's the half one that's like, yeah. Right, then let's check upstairs.
I have to say, if you're honestly asking my opinion, it feels like you've been running around in circles 10 minutes putting hexagons in different places. I don't know what they are conforming to.
4 isn't like that, so that is 1. Which means that the one downstairs is 4, and then we just have 2 combinations to try.
By the way, Ali, I've read your comment. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. It does feel like it feels like quite a long wait for me as well. But I am confident now that I am writing some good songs. I just need to get them out of my brain and into a record. I also feel like
What do you mean?
I also have a
was
lot
sure
of
that
songs
was right.
that are nearly good and just need another look at to actually like polish up. I think there's a couple of songs I put on my coffee that need a bit of work, but they are worth revisiting.
Well then, I'm very lost as to what I'm meant to do.
What is Marshall's gun, by the way?
Marshall's gun. Now, that's a great question. It seems to have some sort of rotating thing on the top.
Yeah.
It's got a hugely wide bore barrel, but then it seems to have a smaller barrel in the big barrel. And it has a handle on the side.
like it feels like an unlockable Team Fortress weapon, you know.
Yeah. No, it's a weird
But
one.
somehow one for both the Scout and the Demo Man. Like it's a scatter gun and a grenade launcher.
I'm lost. Hey, chat. Any ideas?
Oh, yeah. Any ideas? This is probably an optional side quest, right?
I think this might be main mission. Is the
Is it
unfortunate
climbing up here
part.
help?
No, but I thought I'd see if it did. I don't think it did, but might give me a different perspective on.
We're having so much fun that I have not seen the time.
But
It is 12 minutes past 9.
I know, but I feel like I'm really close on this
I know,
puzzle.
and the thing is, I have not checked the time in about an hour, because because I'm just enjoying spending time with you, Sam.
I know, isn't it nice?
It is nice. Arbitrary selectors say maybe they've got a bullpup carbine gun. Never been clear on what a carbine actually is.
Is it? It's kind of gun, isn't it?
It is some sort of gun.
Captain Redbox says there's only 120 combinations
There we
to
go.
brute force.
And I feel like if Marshall would just help, we could get through them twice as quick. So your clues are on the whiteboards, right?
We got clues on the whiteboards. Right. It has this symbol and also this symbol crossed out and not crossed out.
Okay. Yeah, they do look like they're the same symbol.
And it has this symbol crossed out twice
Yeah.
and then not crossed out.
Yeah, I don't think that helps.
So
That's a very ambivalent ambivalent clue.
So is that saying not that this... Right. Okay. So is that saying that punch card 1...
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a note on the wall
Okay.
as well. Oh, no, wait, sorry. There's a million notes on the wall.
So we have punch cards.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
Right?
I can agree with that, yep.
And that is saying that punch card 1 could go in machine 1, but definitely can't go in machine 5.
Okay.
And that's saying that punch card... What punch card is that? That one is punch card 2 cannot go in 2 or 3,
Okay.
but could go in 4.
Cool.
I think that's what that's saying.
Okay. That didn't seem particularly obvious. I see what you mean now you say that. That didn't seem particularly obvious to me until...
So that, once again, is saying that punch card 1 can go in punch card in machine 1. And then... So let's try putting punch card 1 in machine 1.
Cool.
And it's also talking about punch card 4
Could go in machine 4.
could go in machine 4.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah.
We have, one more whiteboard, which says that punch card 4 can't go in machine 1, and punch card 5 could go in 2 or 3. There's a wee arrow underneath it that says
Yeah.
that's saying to me it could go in 2 or 3.
Yes.
It's saying that punch card 3 could also go in 2 or 3.
Okay.
It's saying that punch card, which one is that? That one is punch card 4 can't go in machine 4, and that punch card 2 can't go in machine 5. Right. So that means that in machine 4, look, I'm cooking here.
I know I'm not looking directly at your face, but I can hear you going cross-eyed.
Wait, have I just got this wrong from...
Captain Red Fox,
The
say it
first-
might help if you
because
write
this
this down.
is machine
Trust
5.
me, Sam is writing this down. You can't see it. Sam is writing this down. He has got a notepad off camera and has been scribbling
so
in
this
it
is machine
for quite
4.
some time. Don't worry.
So that means... I'm going with... punch card 2 in machine 4.
You know, I have an increasingly low opinion of Marshall. Just letting us crack on with this.
Right, so that means I have something in machine 1.
Okay. Yeah. No.
I have something in machine 4. I
Cool.
need something in machine 5, and that has to be punch card 4.
Brilliant. Okay, so now there's only 2 combinations. If you're convinced about those. Yeah?
I'm really not. Right. And that's... Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 2 and 3 I need to...
Okay, press the button. You solved it.
Right.
Just swap those around. Now that's got to be it.
I really don't know that it does, but... Holy crap!
There we go.
Oh my god.
Nice. Oh, of course, a kyber crystal. We really are Calcastus.
It's a kyber crystal.
That's literally a kyber crystal.
I genuinely thought... I genuinely thought that I was just going a bit insane with that.
Prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan.
Oh, it's all for nothing. Well,
Fucking hell.
that's life, isn't it? And that was Control for this week, at least.
That was Control. Oh my god. I feel at the same time really big brain and real small brain for figuring that one out.
I think you did a great job.
Hey, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Lovely to be back. So glad not to be ill again.
I'm glad you're not ill.
Yeah. No, it has been real warm here, so
Stay cool.
I'm gonna douse myself in water and eat an ice cream, I suspect. I am overheating.
That actually sounds great right now. Yeah. Anyway, we will see you next week. I believe.
Meantime, you can catch us on YouTube, youtube.com/@KofiAsam. You can catch me over on Tumblr @AsamKofi.
And me at Neither a Baron. I think that is going to be all for this week because we are running a little bit late. But thank you for sticking with us. Thank you very much for being here. We'll see you really soon, okay?
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Farewell.